Hallo or willkommen. I'm Frankie and I'm from Germany, and I tell you how I learn Norwegian. I learned Norwegian for about a month now, so not for that long, but I already tried different apps and I have some tricks and hacks for the daily life. So I'm going to tell you how I do it, and maybe if you try to learn Norwegian, you can use some of my tricks. So, first of all, I use an app, which is my absolutely favorite thing. It's called Duolingo, and I guess if you ever have tried to learn a language before, you have tried that one as well, because it has so many languages on there, and it's very good because you have to speak and you have to write and you have to collect the words and sentences, and it's really good because you use all those kinds of things you really need in the language, and you write down words and sentences in the language you learn. So I listen to a Norwegian sentences and write it down in Norwegian, which is quite hard, I guess, but it's really good to learn the language. At least that's what I think, that this one is the best part of it, because I learned so much from that one, and I'm always so happy if I get a sentence right. Yeah, that's literally the best thing. So Duolingo is my favorite app and my favorite way to learn Norwegian or any other language. So the other app I use is called Nemo, and I'm not 100% sure if this app is out in English, because I have it in German. What I like about this app is that you can choose a number of words you can learn every day, and then you can listen to them and see how they are written. But I most of the time just listen to them, because I can put on my earphones and go for a walk and I listen to them, and so I get them in my head, so at least I can pronounce them and understand them, and I have to check the writing later again, but it's nice to have a little bit listening to it. So those two apps are the only one I use now. I listen to 5 words every day, or 5 new words every day, and use Duolingo for 10 to 15 minutes, or 20 or 30, how the day is and how I'm feeling. But quite often, when you think about it, like when I went to school and I had English classes, I would never go and learn English like every day. I would do it like 3 times a week, if even. So much more passion for Norwegian than for English. Sorry English, I love you. So, and another app which I'm using sometimes, not really to learn Norwegian, but I can highly recommend it. If you go to Norwegian and you want to get things translated, and you probably don't have the time to learn the language, I can say the app dict.cc, and it's really good. You can download the whole language and you can go there and you can use it without being online. So it's good, because for traveling some people don't use the internet connection, because it's quite expensive sometimes. Yeah, so that's really good if you need a dictionary when you are on the tour, or just traveling to Oslo for a couple of days or something, and you don't learn Norwegian just for 2 days, I guess. At least that's what most people don't do, right? Those are the 3 apps I use. Another really good thing I use are sticky notes. I put sticky notes on my bed, on my desk, on my wardrobe, whatever, and write the Norwegian word on it. So every time I pass the bed, I see the Norwegian word for that and can read it and think about how it's pronounced, and so I learn the words of the things I went by during the day. And you learn those words, and you can put it on any you can put those sticky notes on anything, and when you know the word, you can just put the sticky note away and throw it in the bin. That's a good, easy way to learn some words. Another thing that at least helps me to learn another language is to watch a TV show in that language. And I don't say that because I love Scum so much. I say that because it's true. You don't think I learned English just because I learned it for years in school, right? At some point in my life I discovered that most TV shows are better in English. So I watched them in English and my English got better and better and better. And the same thing goes with Norwegian, I guess. I don't understand a lot yet because I learned it for about a month now, but I understand once in a while some things in Scamp now, and I'm like, oh my god, I just got that without the translation, and I'm just like really excited about it. The thing about Norwegian, it makes it so much easier than most other languages, for me at least, is that it's not that far away from German. Some words are very similar, and other words are similar to English. Also because I was in Sweden a couple of years ago and I used tack and hi and things like that, and those languages are so similar. If I would have learned Swedish, I would understand Scap probably, but now I'm learning Norwegian and I never really learned Swedish. I just could say hi, I need that, and that, whatever it was a thing I had to look up in the dictionary. I literally had a dictionary in my hands all the time, pointing on words. So those tips I gave you so far are all for yourself at home. And now I have one tip I can give you to learn a language very easily and on a cheap way, but with Norwegian I think it's quite hard. And this thing is through language exchange. And I literally never did that, but I have friends who did it and they say it's really cool, and I guess it is, because you meet new people and you learn the languages from someone who speaks them perfect. So I think the problem with Norwegian is that not that many people out there speak it. So if I try to find someone who wants to do a language exchange here where I'm living right now, it's probably a hard thing itself, and for Norwegian it probably is not going to work because no one here speaks Norwegian and wants to learn German or English, so I can't exchange my language skills with them. But if you live in a big city and there's a chance to find someone who fits in your category of learning the language, so Norwegian, you're looking for someone who speaks Norwegian and you can exchange your languages, give it a try. So look at Facebook groups or couch surfing groups where I'm very likely to have a language exchange chat or group itself, so check that out. It's probably the best way and you make new friends maybe. But remember, if you meet someone you never met before and it's through the internet, you should meet those people in public places because you never know who's on the other side. You can't be sure it's a good person, you know? I just wanted to say that. Those were my tricks on how to learn Norwegian. I'd like to know if you have any tips or tricks on how to learn Norwegian, and what language do you learn? Do you learn Norwegian or anything else? Tell me in the comments and I see you soon. Bye! Or if you say it in Norwegian, ha det bra!